I think the play-in was made for teams to not tank. Like I think that's the part that everyone forgets. You know, like the play-in came about to make teams like maybe through 12 or 13 keep going. They ain't keep going. They kind of slowed down. I get fined when I do wrong. Just fine the hell out of people. You know, we love taking money from players. Keep fining the teams. I've seen 2 fines. And we all know everybody tanking. But you've seen 2 fines.
So part of this is the Sacramento Kings are not a very good basketball team, but certainly some of that looked a little bit intentional. Shams Charania, in his tan suit, is joining us now. Shams, what is the league doing to investigate this? Does Draymond's Green comments, players talking about this, escalate things at all?
I'm told the NBA is investigating this situation, this foul that took place with over 3 minutes left in the game to Seth Curry. But King sources tell me that, listen, Doug Christie just made a mistake, a strategical error. He thought he had a foul to give with over 3 minutes to go to get a free timeout. That's the rule. If you have over 3 minutes left, he felt like he had a foul to give. He did not have a foul to give. So the Kings side is saying that this was a mistake. And this is the argument that's going on across the league right now. Tanking versus rebuilding. The Kings are 7-9 in their last 16 games.
Okay.
They were the worst team in the NBA when they went on this 7-9 run. Now they're around 4-5 as far as worst teams. So if they wanted to, quote unquote, tank, they could just continue to lose. They have been ravaged by injuries, I will say. They're obviously not a premier basketball team.
Sure. Yes, there is that. They're saying that they intentionally, they didn't know, that they thought they had a foul to give. Do you believe them?
Listen, I'm going to wholeheartedly defend the Sacramento Kings. If there's any franchise in basketball that can say, hey, we are just bafflingly incompetent, then it is the Sacramento Kings. So is incompetence believable with the Kings? Absolutely. I buy it.
This is what the NBA is investigating? This is the tank move that the NBA... First off, it's not a tank move, number one. Number two, this is what they're investigating. Draymond, he wanted a take foul is what he wanted. He wanted the shots and the ball. By the way, the play that Doug Christie drew up in the timeout that he paid 2 free throws for, they hit a 3. So they're actually kind of ahead. And frankly, if you've watched the Kings for the last few weeks, they've done a terrible job tanking. Terrible job. They've been winning way too many games.
They've been incompetent tankers.
I will say this. When Adam Silver fined the Jazz and the Pacers, he put out a statement, which he said, we will respond accordingly to any further actions that compromises the integrity of our games.
I mean, have we seen any?
And that's the thing. In fairness to Draymond, he is correct that the NBA has not followed up with this, at least to this point. Somebody may pay for that. But, you know, Draymond does have a point on this. I don't think this particular play was that big of a deal.
And listen, Adam Silver wanted to make a big statement. He had the All-Star Weekend press conference coming a few days later. He will, I'm going to rule with an iron fist. But Draymond's absolutely right. You say you're going to do one thing, and then there's no follow-up. And as a guy who's been fined a lot of money, I see Draymond's point.
Oh, I thought you've been fined a lot of money. I was like, where did those fines come
now
from?
Everyone's trying to figure out what the solutions to this is. And yesterday there was a GM call on Tuesday night where they're all continuing the conversation on this. And sources tell me there's a Board of Governors vote on May 28th for new anti-tanking draft lottery reform. And the proposed concept with the most momentum right now, we reported on the 3 different proposals. The one with the most momentum is option 1. That's the one with the flattened odds, 18 teams. The bottom 10 teams would then have the same % chance for the top pick. Modifications, though, are expected to this concept. Is there a way to tier these teams, like top 8, then 9 and 10 separately, then 11 to 18? They're going to continue to discuss ideas and figure out some kind of a holistic approach. There's going to be unintended consequences to all of this. There's not a perfect solution. I will say, I see Tim right there. The one thing that the league is trying to do, and their GMs and everyone are trying for here, is de-incentivizing jockeying for the bottom. So what we've seen this season is teams trying to keep their top 8 pick, keep their top 6 pick. Is there a way to de-incentivize the jockeying? Because in this proposal, the top 8 to 10 teams have the same % chance. So there's not an upside for that.
Shams, you're a smart guy. In that proposal, where will teams tank? Who the hell wants to be in the play-in if it's going to cost you, I can be the 10 seed.
So you're thinking it's going to ruin. That's kind of what Draymond said, that it's going to ruin something that was going so well in a lot of ways, particularly early on.
And listen, to Draymond's point, the biggest weapon Adam Silver has, find teams. He's not using the weapons at his disposal now.
So you're giving this a double thumbs down, not in the Project Hail Mary amaze version, but in the fact that you are not a fan of this. All right. Well, that vote you said on the 28th or the 18th, so it'll be coming up here in
May 28th.
short order. Literally.